Cain A. Knight is a hardcore number cruncher who's been analyzing the wild world of professional wrestling for Cageside seats since 2014. His deep knowledge, stretching back to his fandom roots in the 1980s, has made him a trusted voice in the wrestling community. And now, he's back with one of the most passionately debated traditions in wrestling discourse, star ratings. Welcome to the Cageside Community Star Ratings for Money in the Bank 2025. For some fans, star ratings aren't just a number, they're a code, a creed, a full-blown obsession. In a landscape where the line between reality and fiction is blurred by steel chairs and over-the-top promos, quantifying greatness can be maddeningly difficult. But when the lights dim, the bell rings, and the drama unfolds in that squared circle, some fans want more than feelings. They want numbers. They want stars. Let's break it down. The star rating system is a scale ranging from 0 to 5. It moves in increments of 0.25. So, you could see a 2.75 star match, a 4.5 star banger, or, on those rare, spine-tingling nights, a 5-star classic. The Holy Grail. Perfection, or damn near close to it. A 5-star match. That's not just any old suplex fest. That's poetry in motion. It's when storytelling, athleticism, crowd heat, and psychology all click in a way that grabs you by the throat and doesn't let go. A match so good, fans are still talking about it years later, dissecting every reversal and comeback like it was a piece of cinema. But let's not forget the other end of the spectrum. A 0-star match. That's a train wreck. A painful slog. A match that leaves fans checking their phones and wondering what went wrong. Bad pacing. Sloppy work. No crowd interest. Sometimes it's not even the fault of the performers. Sometimes it's the booking. Sometimes the chemistry just isn't there. Here's the real kicker. Star ratings are incredibly subjective. One fan's 4-star clinic is another fan's bathroom break. And that's okay. That's the beauty of it. There are no hard rules. Just a framework. A way to wrap up everything, the athleticism, the narrative, the emotion, into one tidy, argumentative little number. At its core, the star rating is a tool. A conversation starter. A shorthand for wrestling lovers to debate, analyze, and celebrate this wild, unpredictable art form. And it's in that spirit that the Cageside community brings its own spin to the game. Money in the Bank 2025 was no ordinary event. It was a night that demanded scrutiny. A night where ladders clashed, risks were taken, careers elevated, and some fell flat. Some matches soared, others stumbled. And when the dust settled, it was time to get down to brass tacks. Time to rate. Fans came together to submit their ratings, boiling down emotional roller coasters into decimal points. Not because they don't care, but because they care that much. They care enough to ask the hard questions. Was the pacing tight? Did the crowd eat it up? Was the finish satisfying or a flat tire? Did the match tell a story or just go through the motions? Work rate matters. In-ring skill is crucial. But it's not everything. A technically flawless match can still feel empty if the story isn't there. Likewise, a sloppy brawl might still pop if the stakes are high and the crowd is electric. It's about balance. It's about feel. The drama of wrestling isn't confined to the ring. It spills into online forums, social media debates, group chats, and articles like this. The star rating is a bridge between fans. A universal language that helps us compare Kenny Omega's latest epic to Roman Reigns' psychological warfare. To weigh the carnage of a ladder match against the nuance of a submission showcase. Let's be real, sometimes, star ratings piss people off. How was that match only 3.25 stars? This was at least a 4.5, what are you smoking? And those arguments, they're part of the fun. Part of the ritual. A tradition as sacred as chanting, "This is awesome," when a match hits that sweet spot. Money in the Bank, with its high-stakes gimmick and potential for chaos, is the perfect breeding ground for divisive opinions. One person might see a star-making performance. Another might see an overbooked mess. That's the wrestling paradox. It's scripted, but unpredictable. Controlled, yet chaotic. And don't underestimate crowd reaction. A match can be technically perfect, but if the fans are dead, it lands with a thud. On the flip side, a botch-filled fight can still be memorable if the crowd is molten hot. Energy is everything. A wrestling match is a dance between performer and audience, and when that synergy clicks, you feel it in your bones. Length matters, too. Some matches overstay their welcome. Others leave you wanting more. The art is in knowing when to peak, when to slow it down, when to go full throttle. Timing isn't just a factor, it's a weapon. Let's not forget psychology. The little things. Selling an injury. Targeting a body part. Teasing a finish. All the subtle storytelling decisions that elevate a match from solid to spectacular. These are the things that make a 3-star match a 4.75-star near masterpiece. Then there's booking. Oh, booking. Sometimes a screwy finish ruins a great match. Other times, it makes the match unforgettable. It's a fine line between frustration and brilliance. Wrestling isn't just about moves, it's about context. Stakes. Consequences. The why behind the fight. So, what did the community think of Money in the Bank 2025? That's where the fun begins. The community weighed in on every bout. From the opener to the main event. From the chaotic multi-man ladder match to the technical showcase buried halfway through the card. Every single match got the star treatment. You'll find surprises. Matches you loved that others didn't. Matches you shrugged off that the community adored. That's the magic of fan voting. No filters. No corporate spin. Just raw, unfiltered passion turned into numbers. It's easy to scoff at ratings. To say they don't matter. But they do, to the people who give them. They're a love letter. A scorecard. A digital memory bank of the matches that thrilled us, bored us, made us shout at our TVs or jump off our couches. Every fan brings their own criteria. Some weigh storytelling heavily. Others focus on execution. Some are sticklers for clean finishes. Others love the chaos of interference and false finishes. There's no one way to judge a match. That's why star ratings matter. They make us think about how we watch wrestling. Money in the Bank 2025 had it all. Surprise winners. Shocking betrayals. Athletic marvels. Head-scratching missteps. It was a night full of moments, some memorable, some forgettable. But each of them got their number. Each of them got their grade. That number doesn't tell the full story. But it tells a story. It captures a feeling, a reaction, a hot take frozen in time. Wrestling is ephemeral. Star ratings preserve it, like footprints in the sand after the tide of adrenaline has rolled back. So what's your 5-star match of the night? What was the dud? What match made you believe again? What one made you groan? It's your turn now. Submit your ratings. Join the conversation. Take part in the ritual. Because in the end, wrestling isn't just about what happens in the ring. It's about how we respond, how we engage, how we remember. And that's what the Cageside Community star ratings are all about. Let the debate begin.